Well, another rumor that's going around, we getting the ball rolling real quick at late night, East Coast grind, you know how we do it. Well, another rumor that's going around is, David Lemieux. It's been waiting around for Miguel Cotto. Sound like Miguel Cotto and David Lemieux was going to fight, and both Golden Boy fighters. And we talked about, I think we talked about this, Lucas Matthysse and Adrien Broner for one of those vacant belts that Crawford's going to leave behind. So, this your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the boxing clinic. And, I've been knowing about the David Lemieux rumor for some while. David Lemieux was caught out by Danny Jacobs and basically told Danny Jacobs that, he had bigger fish to fry. Billy Joe Saunders was trying to fight David Lemieux for the WBO title, which it looks like in hindsight he should have took that fight because Billy Joe Saunders was like shit and he probably could have knocked him out. David Lemieux turned it down, said he was recovering from some small injuries from his fight on the Chavez Jr. and Canelo Alvarez card. And basically the bigger fish to fry was he probably was already promised a Miguel Cotto fight in December. He sat down and waited. So Miguel Cotto fight for no belt, because he's not squeezing down to 154. So for no belt is bigger than him than fighting Billy Joe Saunders and actually winning a legit belt from a legit champion and Billy Joe Saunders, who won his belt from Andy Lee. I think that's who he won his belt from, Andy Lee. And Miguel Cotto means more to him at this point in his career. They both winnable fights for David Lemieux. For Miguel Cotto, I've been questioning, like, why would he take this fight? I don't get it. I don't think David Lemieux could squeeze down too much past 160. So if Miguel Cotto really wants to fight at 160, his last fight out, why did he wait all these years and do all this ducking and catch waiting and shit like that? And now he wants to move on his last fight and take a chance versus David Lemieux. It's supposed to be an MSG. It's not even Canada. So I don't know how big this fight is going to be. It should be big with Miguel Cotto going away now I think about it. Legitimately, what does it mean for Miguel Cotto to beat David Lemieux, a guy who's been knocked out several times? What does it mean? What does this do for his legacy? It's not the a ticket seller. It's not a pay-per-view fight. It's pointless to me. I'd rather him sit at 154 and fight Kell Brook. So now Kell Brook is going to be fighting. It sounds like he's going to be fighting for the 154-pound vacant WBO title versus God knows who. So it sounds like he's going to be handed the title in his fight back in December. And I don't get this fight for either one of these guys. For David Lemieux, what does this do for you? I guess it will give you a nice payday. I beat Miguel Cotto. Bill whoopty blam. I don't get what this does for David Lemieux. This doesn't put him in position for a title shot. This doesn't put him in position for anything. They already want to make a showdown between him and Danny Jacobs, which is a fight that the fans want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing it because with Jacobs' vulnerable chin and David Lemieux's vulnerable chin, it makes for a good fight. But passing up a Billy Joe Saunders fight for a pointless Miguel Cotto fight. Pointless. And maybe he didn't want the Billy Joe Saunders title because he didn't want to have a target on his back. He didn't want to be hounded down, but he's still a wanted man. Demetrius Andrade said that's who he wants at 160. Danny Jacobs called him out at once. He's still a wanted man. At least you could have got a title when you got some more, pesos on your check and some more leverage. So this fight was pointless to me. For David Lemieux, it was pointless for Miguel Cotto. He could have, I don't know what he could have did. He could have went out a different way. But for him, David Lemieux was the right guy, I guess, because there was an in-house fight with Golden Boy. And now, Al Heyman working with promoters again. Him and Oscar embraced each other at the Chavez Jr. Canelo weigh-in. I told you guys about that a couple months ago. And now they seamlessly want to make Matthysse and Broner, rumor-wise, allegedly, it might be for one of Terrence Crawford's vacant belt, not named the IBF, because Sergey Libinets is fighting on the Wilder Ortiz card for the vacant belt versus some fucking guy from Japan or Asia, wherever the fuck he from. It'd be a layup for him. But apparently Broner and Matthysse are supposed to be fighting for a vacant belt. Matthysse has never been a world champion. He would not have a better opportunity than bum-ass Broner in front of him. If he doesn't beat Broner for a world championship belt, If that's the case, then he might as well retire the bum and never get a title. Because if he can't beat a bum, then he's most definitely a bum. He looked pretty good versus Emmanuel Taylor. He's supposed to come back on the Canelo and Triple G card. He wasn't in physical shape, so they must be trying to squeeze him back down to 140 because at 147 he looked fat around the belly. So Broner be a good fight. He'll beat Broner. He'll stop Broner. I think he'll be the first person to stop Broner easily. I mean, I would bet the house on Matthysse winning that fight, especially at 140. But you know, Adrien Broner, especially if Adrien Broner doesn't change anything in his camp. But this would be definitely a card to tune in to. It would be a card to go to. I think it's supposed to be going down December 2nd. Broner license might get suspended by Nevada State Athletic Commission. Shouldn't affect him in New York, but for punching that man on the strip. But we'll see how it goes. Let me know what y'all think. We gone.